The old Taylor Swift is dead, she claims. But in everything from her album artwork to the title of her new song, she's still doing what she always has, shifting the blame. Last summer, Kim Kardashian and Taylor Swift took National Snake Day, a C-list holiday, and turned it into Christmas in July. On that fateful summer day, Mrs. West called Swift a snake emoji on account of her less-than-transparent dealings with Kanye West. The pop star was outed as having apparently signed off on a Kanye track that she later blasted as misogynistic, and the Reptile Association quickly stuck. Instagram even had to update its tech in order to exterminate all the serpents on Swift's social media. While Tay-Tay tried to do damage control, her subsequent statement was fairly unconvincing. Let's be real, it's already been an impossibly long summer, and the painful lack of good pop music isn't helping. Taylor Swift, who is neither newly blind nor stupid, clearly sensed it was her time to strike. In quick succession, she released 2 more Snake videos, culminating in the August 23 announcement of her new album, Reputation, slated for release November 10. Snakes are famous for eating small rodents and also subterfuge. But while the comparison may initially appear to be a negative one, the snake also has many positive qualities, such as the power of reinvention. Snakes regularly shed their skin once they outgrow it, which is badass. Swift, who is in dire need of a total reputational makeover, has found inspiration in the drastic metamorphosis of her serpentine sisters. She's back, restored, and ready to self-expose. Just how intensely is Taylor Swift scheming? As far back as 2014, the New York Times reported on how Tay-Tay maximizes use of social media to hype her album releases. Now, 3 years later, Swift has ripped off the Times' own signature font and plastered it over her face to announce her 6th album on Instagram. This cover art may be too tacky to qualify as some Illuminati shit, but it's certainly Illuminati adjacent. Swift's face is partially covered by newspaper font, her true self obscured by the media's malicious reporting. Like Donald Trump before her, Swift is clearly trying to turn negative press coverage to her own advantage, placing the blame for her own bad reputation on a third party. In the age of fake news, Swift's next record seems poised to distance her from the Taylor Swift who's been endlessly covered, and Swift's cover font also bears a more than passing resemblance to Kanye's St. Pablo tour merchandise, which could be hinting at a Kanye diss track to come. It's clear that Swift is here to write herself back into the narrative she previously asked to be excluded from. While she's done dramatic album announcements in the past, this elaborate, mysterious orchestration seems tone-deaf in light of her reputation as a master manipulator and a phony. After all, when Swift was outed by Kanye, it wasn't just for her lack of transparency signing off on Kanye's track. The real scandal was the way in which Swift, despite having heard the song prior to its release, proceeded to play the victim, publicly shaming the rapper for trying to take credit for the young woman's success. Whether or not you agree with Kanye's claim that he made Taylor famous, it's clear Swift only took objection to the sentiment when she saw an opportunity to manipulate the storyline, reframing the entire controversy around her performative feminist agenda. And when you're Taylor Swift, a star who refuses to protest or express an actual political opinion, triumphant displays of girl power are crucial to convincing the world that you're actually a feminist. Since Taylor's machinations have been so widely criticized in the past, it's strange that she would want to double down on her victimhood narrative, further portraying herself as maligned and misunderstood. Look What You Made Me Do, the new single that finally dropped late Thursday night, was the perfect sonic encapsulation of Swift's slithery, subtweet-laden social media campaign. The problem with Look What You Made Me Do, leaving aside its questionable musical merits, is that it continues to shift the blame. The very title implies that Swift's reinvention was forced on her by a cruel, conniving world. In fact, this whole upcoming album is just another testament to the singer's marketing savvy. Already, Swift is hyping the world premiere of Look What You Made Me Do at Sunday night's VMA, the site of her and Kanye's first showdown. She's also selling $60 gold snake rings and reputation tees, because of course she is. The old Taylor Swift isn't dead and gone, she's just exploring new revenue streams. Swift can complain about her mangled reputation all she wants, but the facts speak for themselves. The pop singer, while inarguably talented, often comes across as highly secretive at best and deceitful at worst. If Taylor Swift actually wants us to trust her, she could start by publicly announcing that she didn't vote for Donald Trump, even if that means pissing off some of her fans. Until Swift is ready to let go of her perfectly controlled